All right, everybody. Hello, hello. There we go. All right, everyone. Welcome. Lights. All right, we have our very own Junior Bantam Red playing host to the Black Falcons of Abbotsford. And here we go to get our introductions underway. Starting off, number 10, Austin Martin. Kid's so cool, he's got a car named after him. Number 11, Lennon Sharp. And number 12, Dag Mora. Number 14, Aiden Tear. Number 16, Joseph Holani. Number 17, Andrew Mayenka. Number 21, number 20, Gage Vanden Kumenberg. Number 21, Hayden Vermeulen. Number 23, Pearson Lawler. Number 24, Jaden Cousins. Number 30, Madison Shanks. Number 40, Rohan Danju. Number 44, Noah Lockbaum. Number 50, Giovanni Folka. Number 52, Ronan Roselle. Oh, Dylan Jamakis, pardon me. That is Dylan Jamakis. Number 60, Patrick McIntosh. Number 62, Thomas Lovings. Number 63, Hayden Lazio. Number 64, Ryan Koshakis. Number 65, Ethan Buchanan. Big number 66, Micah Logan. Number 76, Ethan Ivey. Number 77, Brad Duchin. Number 80, Shane Falstone. Number 81, Jaden Thind. Number 82, Joseph Charlie. All right, get that helmet up, buddy. Number 84, Zach Batke. Number 85, Ronan Roselle. And number 86, last but not least, Kayleen Hamilton, your Abbotsford Black Falcon Junior Bantams. All right. And here we go, our very own Junior Bantam Red. Here we go, our Chilliwack Giants. Starting up number 2, Dawson Wyke. Dawson, where are you, buddy? There you go. All right. Number 5, Jackson Vischer. Number 6, Cole Hodges. Number 7, Ryan Jensen. Number 14, number 14, Ben Frost. Number 16, Jace the Jackhammer Nessel. Number 19, Hayden Dolby, pardon me. Number 21, Joshua Baird. Number 23, Theo Smith. Here's next. Number 28, Paris Maston. Sorry, sweetheart. Number 30, DJ the Roadrunner Stevens. Oh, he's got some Hollywood. There we go. Number 33, Austin Wagner. Number 40, Raiden Maston. Get out there, Raiden. Number 43, James LeBlanc. Number 44, Ashton LaPlante. Number 47, Nick Walker. Number 49, Ronan Kayer. Number 51, Dylan Meyer. Number 56, Logan the Locomotive Head. There's the big bruiser. Number 57, Matthew Phillips. Number 59, Dayton Roger. Number 62, number 61. 61. Oh, Ty Wine. Sorry, buddy. Number 65, Avon Jack Kura. Number 62, Travis Risley. I'm sorry. There we go. Number 65, Avon Jack Kura. Number 68, Owen Prosey. Number 72, Angel Watson. Number 76, Stephen Shute. Number 80, Trent Cote. And number 88, Christian Scott, your junior bantam. Red Giants. Thank you very much. And now please remove your hats to get ready for the playing of our national anthem. And welcome again to another exciting episode of Chilliwack Forward Friday Night Lights. Tim Amy, the incomparable Mr. Matt Macri. Coming to you live from the Plywood Tower here at Townsend Park in Chilliwack, British Columbia. And we have a Fraser Valley rivalry going between Abbotsford Black and the host team, the Chilliwack Red Junior Bantam Giants. Take that. All right, and Mr. Macri, I assume you're somewhat familiar with the Black Giants, seeing that you are the president of their organization. What kind of game can we expect tonight?
They're the Falcons, not the Giants.
Falcons. Sorry, the Falcons. Been a long day.
I think it's going to be a pretty good game tonight. I mean, our Falcon team, well, aside from big number 66,
good evening and welcome everyone.
Is on the smaller side.
And
this red team looks like it's on the smaller side. So I think we're going to have a showdown here tonight.
Should be a pretty evenly matched teams. Both have had a bit of a tough season. I was talking to head coach of our Black Falcons, and he said basically the issue is they've got a bit of a young team. They're either new to the junior bantam ranks or they're just new to football. And, of course, the Red Giants on the other side of the field have a lot of first-year players, a lot of talent on the team, but they're still adjusting to the bigger, quicker game of JB.
Well, and that's it. The majority of our Falcons there are first years. I mean, we do have a lot of skilled second years thrown in there. Yeah. But it's a young team, so it's good experience for next year. But this year here, it's been a tough season. Injuries have killed them too. Yeah, you know, some of their key players have gone down with injuries. I mean, you're talking Hayden Vermeulen, who's their star running back. He's just coming back, and Lennon Sharp, he's another one that's just coming back. So. It's good to see them back on the field because they're good football players. And
Chilliwack's had the odd injury themselves. I think Joshua Baird broke a finger, just got the cast taken off, just got cleared to play tonight. So, and he's one of their better running backs. He's a big part of their backfield, right?
Well, so it's good to have him back then. Yeah. I know Joshua's an excellent player, so good to see him back out there.
Now, for the Chilliwack side, I'm sure you've coached some of these kids on the Abbey side. For the Chilliwack side, have you ever coached any of these kids on the All-Star teams?
No, they're the level just below what I coach for both Star Bowl and Border Bowl.
Gotcha.
But I've seen them play, and I know some of these boys are really good players. Dylan Myers is one of the guys that stands out on the sheet here. Joshua Baird, they're definitely really good players. Raiden Maston, I know, is a good player as well.
DJ the Roadrunner Stevens was on my son's Pee Wee Blue team last year. Just absolutely phenomenal. He doesn't look like a big kid, but holy mackerel, does he ever run fast, and he hits like a freight train.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need to be big to hit well. Yeah. You know, good technique. So I noticed here, Tim, they left a copy of the rule book up here.
Just peruse it before the broadcast. Brush up on some of the rules. Yeah.
Was that a hint? They left it in front of my seat. Was I getting some of the rules wrong?
No. We keep a tower copy. Yeah. The problem is a lot of us up here in the announcing and the volunteering. Everyone knows the game, but they don't know every single call, say from the referees for penalties, that kind of thing. So it's just a nice reference copy we keep up here for people to, if they need to brush up on the different hand signals and all that, because unfortunately we don't mic our referees. Yeah. So when you're making the announcing, and just for you and I, for instance, I mean, you know them all, but I'm still a little bit rusty in the odd one. Yeah. But yeah, no. So it's just a reference copy to keep around for people want to brush up on some of the rules and that kind of stuff. So nothing personal. So again, Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Big shout out to our West Deck Window and Doors concession tonight, manned by the incomparable Miss Colleen Saunders, who volunteers her time and manages her son's teams and all that wonderful stuff. One of those great football moms that just never give up, never stops giving.
I just had a hot dog and a poutine for dinner. It sounds like my regular Friday night fare these days.
There you go.
And I am feeling good.
Excellent. We had frozen pizza, a nice nutritious meal at home with the children. No one can cook a frozen pizza like I can, pal. Nobody turns that oven to 400 and takes off that cellophane like I can.
Well, we all got a skills.
That's right.
You got to shine.
There you go. There you go. Okay, we have our cheer squad tonight, and you'll notice they're all dressed out in pink. October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And of course, so many moms in sports right across the country and so many different sports give so much of their time. And of course, breast cancer has just robbed us of so many moms over the years. Just an awful, awful disease. And you got to bring awareness. And the kids are wearing the pink socks. And it's great to see that, oh gosh, what's the word? Solidarity and fighting a really good cause right across the board there. Okay, it looks like Chilliwack will be receiving. And here comes Abbotsford, number 77 with the kickoff. And away we go. Nice kick to get the game started. Takes a hop. Whoa, right through the wickets. Picked up number 30, looking for a bit of room on the outside. Abbotsford's there and brings him down to the 35-yard line. So Chilliwack will start off 1st and 10. They're about their own 35-36, and our game is underway.
It was number 77, Brad Dutch, in there that made the tackle with number 10, Austin Martin, slowing him up. It was a good breakdown by number 10 here. You see on the replay, or 16, sorry. Slows down, breaks down, slows up the runner for Mr. Dutch to get in. So that's 16, Joseph Hilani.
Yeah, and that was DJ, the Roadrunner Stevens, picking up that bounce and moving up the field as best he could. Not a lot of room, but he got a couple of yards out of that, so good on him. And here we go. Looks like they're taking it from the pistol. Got the running back right next to the quarterback. There's the snap, and he runs right, cuts in. Nice bit of, there's DJ. The Roadrunner picks up about 6 yards on that carry. Not a bad way to start the game.
Good blocking on that, too. The tackle cleared out a big hole for him to cut back into. He looked like he was going to try and come off tackle, but then the hole opened up, and then he just cut back in. Ran laterally further than he ran up and down the field. But
DJ's actually a very good running back, and he has really good instincts. Like I said, he has explosive speed, and he hits super hard. But he has very good instincts, and he just knows how to get up the field. He finds a gap, and he just doesn't waste any time. Just punches right through. And here we go. From the snap, off the pistol. There it is. DJ again takes it directly from the snap, pushes forward, and picks up about 2 yards on the play. Sets up a 3rd and about 4. And if you'll notice, they have their quarterback and running back set up, and then the running back taking the snap right off.
Yeah, no, and it looks like it's direct snap to the running back. The quarterback's getting out there with the lead block for him. Number 84, Zach Badke, comes in there and slowed him up and got cleaned up by number 60, Patrick McIntosh. Patrick's quite the football player.
Yeah.
And one of the nicest kids I've coached him in my Kickstart program.
Okay.
One of the nicest, most well-mannered kids I've ever coached.
Here we go, same setup. Directly to, there's a handoff, does a reverse. Number 21, big kid's got some room. He's hustling hard. He's around the corner. He couldn't make it to the end zone. We have an injured man on the field, but there he goes, all the way in. Nice 60-yard run. Number 21 for Chilliwack, Joshua Baird, who of course was in their backfield, been injured with a broken finger. And his first snap of the season, or pardon me, of the game, right in for the big 6. However, number 88 lying down, looks like Christian Scott must have gotten hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I didn't see the hit on him, but he's not moving too quick down there.
No, he got hit really hard. Looks like he's moving his feet, of course. That's the important thing.
Yep.
The play happened. I'm trying to watch. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Solid hit right up the middle.
Yeah, he came off the Joshua there came across and on the reverse, and the defense was following the guy who originally had the ball and didn't see him hand it off and didn't see the ball going back the other way.
Right.
It was a great reverse there. And once he got in open field, no one was catching him.
No. Excellent speed right off the snap. So opening drive, 3rd down, touchdown. And from just the other side of midfield, their own 40-yard line, or 45-yard line. So a superb run to get this game started. Very exciting. And, of course, number 88, Christian Scott, still sitting up, which is all the good sign. It looks like he just wasn't ready for the hit.
Yeah, I don't think he saw that coming.
No, and it was a clean hit. It was straight up, Yeah. There he goes. There he goes. He's walking off. Probably just knocked the wind out of him a bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you don't see it coming, it hurts almost a little bit more because, you're watching the butterflies and all of a sudden, wham, right? And you're laying on your back.
And, of course, you hit the turf, too. You're just not ready to fall down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Setting up for the point after. Looks like they got they're going to go for a field goal. Now, remind me, is it
extra point, not field goal?
Extra point, pardon me. It's been a long day. Going for the extra point. 2 points for junior bantam. Is it bantam? Is it switched to 1 point field kick for the uprights? Okay.
Yeah.
Convert. That's the word I'm looking for. Here we go. Ball's placed. Nice clean snap. Oh.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. But not a worry. They still pick up the 6 points. And Chilliwack is on the board first. So it looks like Abbotsford will be getting the ball in this next kickoff. And let's see what the Black Falcons can do with the ball.
You realize they're wearing white, right?
Well, I'm looking at Abbotsford Falcons. Oh, they're wearing white. The white Falcons. Pardon me. I look at the pants.
Okay, just check it out.
It's been a really, really long day at the end of a very long week. So the Falcons of Abbotsford. I'll just call them the Falcons. You were the Black Falcons. That's the last Abbotsford team. That's why I keep thinking of it.
Yeah. No, we were Falcon Black last week when we were here visiting. No, we got number 12, Dagmora back, who's super fast, and number 16, Joseph Alani as well. Both really quick kids.
Got some speed. Let's see what they can do.
Let's do a kick here. This new obsession with onside kicks is really starting to get under my skin. I like that the Falcons kick deep on the first one. I want to see what Chilliwack does here. You know, I've always been a positional guy.
Right.
Kick it deep and make them earn the space.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Number 62, taking the kick, Travis Richley. Not a bad kick. Yep. Takes a good bounce. Number 17, live ball. Number 12 picks it up. Brought down in his own 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, 40 for the White Falcons of Abbotsford. And let's see what their offense can do.
That tackler was just flying down the field. I'm going to try and get a number on him because he had some speed and great form. Number 28. Paris Maston.
There he is. There she is. There she is.
The Mastons.
Big football family here in Chilliwack. Their mom and dad, Tim and, of course, what's the wife's name? She's going to kill me. Carrie Maston. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Both on our board, volunteer tons of time, and just wonderful, wonderful people.
I coached their older brother in a couple All-Star events. Ethan, great kid.
Yeah.
Great kid. Very coachable.
Very nice.
Love to have him on the team.
Handoff in the backfield. Number 21's got a little bit of room around the outside. Picks up a couple of yards on the play, so it'll be a 2nd and about 8. And that was number 21, of course, is Hayden Vermeulen.
Yeah, Hayden is one of the better runners I've seen in this league, in the JV division. Right. Great speed, great vision, very strong, hard to take down. Like even here, you know, it took 3 of them to get him down there.
And he had some gaps off the O-line there, but just enough players sort of punched their way through to should cut him short. He still picked up about 3 yards, so nothing wrong with that. That's a pretty good day for a lot of teams. Here's a snap in the running back. Handoff back to number 21. He's looking for some room. He cuts in. There, that's enough for a 1st down. Nice bit of running by number 21, Vermeulen. For the White Falcons, get their first down of the game. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And you watch here on the replay, he's following his fullback, number 77, Brad Dutchin, who just throws one guy down and creates that hole for him to get turned upfield to get the last few yards he needed to get that 1st down.
Beautiful bit of running and good bit of blocking. We've talked about this before. It doesn't matter how fast your backfield is. If you don't have decent blocking in the O-line, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, we saw that today. I was at the Abbey Senior game against West Vancouver. They had a great running back, but the Abbey defensive line was in the backfield the whole time. He couldn't get his feet going.
Handoff. Looks like number 77, pardon me, thunders up, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that carry. And that was Brad Duchin.
Yep. You know, and that's a great reward by the coach here. He threw a great block on the last play. Let's give him the ball. You know.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
Picks up about 5 yards on the play. That's a great carry off the opening drive. Do that twice, you got a 1st down. Here they go, lining up. Quarterback taken from the snap. Got the pro set. Slot back should be in motion. Here's the count. There they go. Hands it back, 21. He's got a little bit of room. Thunders up and didn't get the 1st down, but he's pretty darn close. It should set up about a 3rd and 1 right at the offensive 50-yard line.
You see at the last minute there, he goes airborne, and the wall of red that stopped him. He was pushing for that 1st down. Here he goes, and he just leaves his feet, and it's just a wall of red just slows him down.
So it looks like it's about 3rd and 1.5 yards. And, of course, you get, what's the old saying, get 3-4 yards per carry.
Yep.
That's all the doctor needs.
Well, Canadian rules, you got to get 4 per carry. So
4 per carry, yeah. 3 or 4 per carry, so you want, 10 yards.
Yeah, you need to get 10. Right? And so if you can get 4 per carry, you're marching the field. You're eating clock. You're moving the ball.
6:55 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Chilliwack, and here comes Abbotsford. Another handoff. There's your first down. He's got a bit of room. 21 on his feet. He's got some speed. Look at him go.
Yeah.
And this could tie the game, and he's in the end zone. Wow. Lots of offense to start this game. This is getting exciting.
And Hayden's got great form when he runs. Like if you watch here on the replay, once he hit that, he saw that daylight. He tucked that ball away. Arms and legs are pumping, and high knees. And he's just got great running. Finds the hole. There he goes. Cuts, and then just drives.
And right at the offensive line, one of the Chilliwack players reached out, went for that perfect low tackle right at the waist, but he cut just far enough up that all it was air.
Yeah, little hop and off he goes.
Here we have the point after coming up, going for 2 with the kick, the 2-point conversion. And we got a lefty. He's kicking off his left foot. Look at that. I haven't seen that in ages.
Who we got kicking out there? I can't see the number.
Clearly a fake, says our announcer. Whoop. Bubble snap, but he got it. No, just shy. Unfortunately, the snap wasn't clean, but good effort all the same, but enough to tie the game. So we got a football game, 6-6. Junior Bantam Red against the White Falcons of Abbotsford. Lots of offense. That's what I like to see in a football game. Trading leads, lots of offense, lots of running, lots of passing. Makes it exciting.
Yeah. And once again, I'll reiterate, got to work on your kicking game at a younger level, so you have that up here at the JB level. Next year, it's important. It's very crucial.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, my son's Pee-wee team, we're really fortunate. We have 2 kids that can kick, but there's so many teams out there that just don't have a kid that can just get underneath it, and there's so much to learn in football that coaches just run out of time. They just can't work on those special teams, you know?
Yeah.
The punting and the kicking, and it'll win you a championship.
Yeah. And you get the odd boy who just loves kicking, and they'll go out in there and work on it. I had a guy at JB that could kick a 35-yard field goal.
Yeah.
So, but you don't get enough of it.
No.
The unsung hero.
The foot. The magic foot.
And in fantasy football, they can win you games. Just saying. I mean, you get a good week out of a kicker.
Well, I think we were I don't know if it was you and I, but it was at in Langley for the provincial champions a few years ago. A Rouge would have won the championship.
Yeah.
Number 30 picks it up. Does he have a bit of room? He's got some blocking. There's DJ again and gets it just past the 45-yard line. So he's about the 46, 47-yard line, 1st and 10. And Chilliwack is going back on offense. That was South Surrey against North Langley, I think it was, for that championship, wasn't it?
It was semifinals, North Langley, Victoria.
Was that what it was? I was at the provincial final when it happened. It was a tie game going into over clock winding down.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And, you know, the Rouge would have won it for them, but I guess they just didn't make the call or didn't know how to kick or, you know. So there you go, special teams. And there's the snap directly to DJ, the road runner. Looks for some room. Nice carry. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards on that. And things are rolling for Junior Bantam Red.
Yeah, no, that was a great. Once again, cutting back to the middle. He tries to come to the outside, and I think the Falcons got him pretty contained on the outside, so he has to go back into the middle. So it is a matter of settling down and following his blocks, sealing that outside edge.
He's a good runner. DJ can just run it like anybody.
Yeah,
and he's not afraid to get tackled or tackle. Here we go, direct snap.
Well, he's not shying away from contact, that's for sure.
Oh, there's the sneak. Oh, pretty good tackle. Gets to about the 54-yard line. And I'm looking at number 28 for Chilliwack. And Paris Maston, just a superb football player.
Yep.
Sets up 3rd, and was that about 3?
Yeah, so we're looking at about, we're 3rd and about 2.5 here. And this is where, it went well for Chilliwack on the last drive.
Now, is there a danger of scoring too soon in football? You don't eat up enough clock time?
Well, there's 2 frames of thought. If you can score every time, then you're fine. But and
it looks like the Abbotsford defense spoiled the party there. It's a 3rd and out. DJ, number 30, only able to get to the 55-yard line. Great effort, though, and good on the Black Falcons. So I think both teams have kind of settled down a little bit. The defenses both have scored.
Yeah.
They've gotten away that opening jitters. and a little more of a football game going on right now. So 1st and 10, Abbotsford coming up on the 55-yard line.
There's only been a couple of different plays so far here. I mean, the Reds swept out to the right here a few times, and so the Falcons are starting to key on that. Where they had success before was that reverse. So you're going one way and then you change directions. I was kind of expecting it again here, but they went with the same thing and it ended up turning over.
Number 60 with the handoff. Stopped just at the line of scrimmage, so good defense all of a sudden showing up on both sides of the field here as Chilliwack doesn't allow any gain on 1st down.
That's number 60, Patrick McIntosh. I was talking about him earlier. He's really shown some signs of being a good fullback, and try to dive it up the middle there for a few yards or power it up the middle. Didn't get far though. That defense stood up.
Good defensive plays both sides. Here we go. 2nd and 10, 55-yard line. Abbotsford setting up in the pro set. 2 running backs in the backfield. Quarterback taking it off the snap. They got their slot backs ready to get into motion. There's the snap. Handoff, 21. Look at this. They had him, contained him, and he's sweeping right. He's past the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. Picks up 4 yards. So they almost had him right at the line of scrimmage on a sack. No. He cuts left, pardon me. Comes charging around the corner. And looks like he hurt his elbow on that play.
Yeah, they had him in the backfield, and he ripped himself free and then came flying around this other side, reverse field.
Look at that.
And, brushed off a couple of guys. This stiff arm at the end, though, is phenomenal. Like, he just gets his hand out there and gets the tackler off, but the trailer had his jersey from behind and just sort of pulled him down. Yeah, he's taking a knee now, so it looks like he did hurt himself there.
He had his arm out. I wonder if he hyperextended his elbow a bit when he went down, because he had his arm straight out for the stiff arm as he fell down.
Yeah, very well could be. Very well could be, because, he went down hard.
But that was a great play because they had him right at the line of scrimmage, shakes it off, not 1 but 2 tackles, and still picks up 5 yards. So that's some phenomenal running. That's good explosive speed to come all the way around to the left and still pick up those 5 yards. And he's going off. He's not favoring the arm too much. It looks like he's moving it, so he maybe just tweaked it a bit.
He might have gotten it looked like he might have laid the elbow to the face mask when he went to go to the stiff arm and he missed. It looked like his elbow might have come into that face mask. And then, it's cold out there.
Right at the funny bone.
And that metal's going to hurt.
Yeah. He'll be back at 3 plays. Yeah, he looks like he fell right on his arm.
Yeah.
He went down. Okay, there's our IHOP replay. And, of course, we have our IHOP player of the game coming up after the show. Here we go. Quarterback from the snap, pro set. Wide receivers. Slot backs in motion. Drops back. Looks like they're going for a pass. And, incomplete. Quarterback was under a lot of pressure, and that was a near interception.
Yeah, no, it almost picked off, too. Number 30, DJ Stevens, hopped that. And another foot, and he had that and was going in the other direction.
Lucky for Abbotsford. Well, yeah, lucky for Abbotsford that ball hit the ground because I think DJ is pretty much wide open on that right side.
There was no one back there, so he was going. Number 81 for Abbotsford, Jaden Thine, he was sliding underneath it too. I think if DJ didn't block his view, he might have caught that off his knees. So now we're going to play in the middle of the field. We didn't move too far there at all, either way.
No. Well, there you go. The offense has exploded to start the game, and then the defense has settled in, and 2:23 to go in the first quarter, and things are really rolling. Handoff direct. Wow, look at that. The White Falcons swarming in the backfield. Down goes number 30, DJ Stevens, for the first loss of yards on either side of the field.
And once again, it's the same play. They're going to direct snap to the runner and come to the right, and they totally read that one. Number 50 there, Giovanni Folca. Excellent football player. I'm not sure if it's his first year, but it's his first year with the Falcons.
Okay.
And he's just developed this year into a phenomenal athlete. I was talking with the team manager, and she was bragging about him and how well he's come along.
There's the snap. There's that reverse you're looking for. Big number 21 to the outside. He's got some room. He's got some speed. Look at the legs pumping, arms pumping. One man to beat, and he brings him down.
Nice tackle.
25-yard line.
Looked like the ball came loose there at the end. I don't know if that was inbounds or...
I don't see anybody signaling anything going the other way. But number 21, Joshua Baird, back from the injury. gets a big first down, a burst out of midfield. Look at that. 77 had him, and he just blew past him.
Just missed him.
And there he is. He's got the football.
Ball's loose.
And it's in the, that's out of bounds. Is that out of bounds?
Still on the field.
And it looks like we've got a timeout as well on the field.
Can't see it. And of course, the critical error he had in that was the ball was on the wrong hand.
Yeah, he's got to get that outside. So the ball's still in bounds there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, ball's still in bounds. And it looks like an Abbotsford player fell on it.
And it looks like a donation tray is making its way through.
Is it going the other way? I didn't see the referee signal.
Made to the BC Cancer Society.
Nope, there was no signal on it. Oh, I'm just curious if it bounced out of bounds at any point. And we're not getting a really great angle here to see. But see, that ball comes loose.
It's definitely loose. Well, they're lining up.
Yeah, stays in bounds.
And there's the referee there. He doesn't make the signal. Well, he's pointing.
Oh, he's pointing. It probably bounced out of bounds.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He's right there.
Yeah,
we're way over here. I got glasses. You got glasses.
I can't see it.
Yeah, we're not kidding. We're not kidding that out.
We're not kidding. We're not kidding ourselves here. Neither one of us can tell. All right, here we go. Chilliwack, 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. There's the direct snap. Number 30, Stevens. Thunders up, probably picked up 1 or 2 yards on that play. Sets up a 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line. They like that play. They're going direct snap to DJ to start things, and they head right.
Well, and you know, you gotta stick with your bread and butter, right? Because then you can play off of that. You get go right, go left, right? And if he gets the blocks and he gets the space, he's fast enough that he can get around that corner. But see how the outside linebacker just shifted out because they're waiting for that now. And so the outside linebacker shifts out, and number 50 there, Giovanni Folca, he's kind of playing off a bit now too. So he's blowing off that block and getting after the runner.
And that ball handed off to number 28, Paris Maston. Same direction, sets up a 3rd and long for Chilliwack, 3rd and about 9. And it looks like they are going for it, and that signals the end of the first quarter, so they'll change ends. So there's a formula they seem to be following here. They go right, and suddenly they sweep left. What's the danger in that if, you're thinking defense on the other side of the field?
Well, it's easy enough to say you want to get them leaning one way and then come the other. I mean, one of the best offensive theories is, run, they bring the defense in, then you throw, right?
Right.
But you don't want to get predictable in that pattern either. So you can't go 3 left and 1 right or 3 runs and a pass. You can't. You got to mix it up and know when too.
So now they're 3rd and about 9 at the 24-yard line in the offensive zone. And they need a big first down here, otherwise it's a turnover on downs. So I'll be curious to see what formation or what play they run here. It'd be interesting to see a pass. 3rd down pass is always a risk, but
especially when it's 3rd and long like this. But you got to try and get the ball out there somehow.
Direct snap. There's your reverse. He cuts in, number 21, and the defense spoils the party. So a turnover on downs. Direct snap to DJ Stevens, hands it off to Joshua Baird, number 21, and the Abbey defense was ready for it, and Abbotsford takes over on their own 24-yard line.
No, and the problem with this play here is that when you want to do a reverse like that, you got to keep the line looking the same. So they're thinking you're doing one thing, and then you do something different. They pop 2 guys to the outside right there. And it's the same thing they've done on the last 2 reverses. So the defense is starting to see that. Okay, now they're going to go with the reverse, and right away the end just blew it up.
Okay, Abbotsford's turn to shake things up. So again, both defenses have not allowed a point after those initial drives. Chilliwack came very close in a great reverse that got them all the way to the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for the Red Giants, the Abbey defense stepped up. So let's see what the Chilliwack defense can do. They're deep in Abbotsford territory. If they get a turnover on downs here, that just spells opportunity for JB Red. Here we go. And traditional pro set, 2 running backs, slot backs. There's the snap. Hand off number 21, looking for some room. He gets a block. He cuts inside. This guy's got some speed. He's got some room. Look at this. Wide open. DJ Stevens, the only one that can catch him, and I don't think it's going to happen. And Abbotsford in the end zone. What a drive on the opening snap.
Well, the good news is his elbow's better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you watch this, he gets a block, and it's not a great block. The blocker just kind of gets in front of the defender and waving hands, but it was enough for him to turn up the field and not really give him much of a choice but to turn up the field, and the opening was just there.
Yeah.
And look at the form again. Great form, arms going, legs going, striding away. And as fast as DJ is, once Mr. Vermeulen gets ahead of steam, you're not going to bring him down.
You hit a certain level in football where the kids are super fast and they're only so fast. So even if you have your fastest runner, they're 10, 5 yards behind the other team's fastest runner. They're just not going to take them.
Yeah.
Too fast, you know what I mean? Their speeds are tenths of a second apart. There's the snap. There's the kick. And this one looks good. 2 points on the board.
Yeah.
There we go. So 14-6. The White Falcons over the Junior Bantam Red Giants. And we got a football game in our hands, folks.
Making the score 14 for Abbotsford.
Nice kick right through the uprights. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Tim Amy and the incomparable Mr. Matt Macri. I was doing the game last week. It was my son's team, and you were coaching.
Yep.
So I was with Mr. Ian Parks, who is on our board and head coaches his kids' Pee Wee Blue team, and assistant coaches on head coaches the Adam Blue, assistants on Pee Wee Blue, knows his football. And as I was talking to him, sitting here calling the game, we mentioned your name, and I happened to say, without really realizing what I was saying, that I just love calling games. There's no one I like calling games more than with you. He looks at me, he's like, thanks. Really. Of course, it didn't mean to sound that way, but your name came up, and yeah, that was a fun game last week. Your team did absolutely superb.
You know, and we've had a rough year because we're a first year, primarily first year. We got some second years and never played befores in first year Pee Wees, and we faced off against the top 4 teams in the Pee Wee division for the first 4 weeks of the year. So to finally get some successes, you really saw the guys on our team. I would have laid down too.
There you go.
That was a smart move.
Number 16 for Chilliwack takes the kickoff, Jace Nessel.
Well, you got big number 60, Patrick McIntosh, and he's a punishing tackler. That was
the smart move.
Yeah.
It wasn't a deep kick. It only went about 20 yards, so Coach Jace just wouldn't have enough time to set up.
Yeah.
And you're on the offensive 46-yard line, so you have some great field position. So why risk injury? Just sit down, let them tap you on the shoulder, let the offense take over. So it's interesting to see what Chilliwack Red is going to do here on this drive. If they're going to shake things up again, stick with the same script. Number 21, Joshua Baird, their big guy. Number 28, Paris Maston, setting up in the backfield. And head coach Laurie Smith, a big fan of the single wing, double wing format, I believe from the University of Nebraska from years ago.
Yeah.
Lots of direct snaps. There we go. Number 19 gets the ball, cuts in. Wow. Hits the wall, but not before picking up a good 5 yards, and there was a flag on the play, and that was Hayden Dolby with the snap, and picked up a few yards on that, limping a tiny bit, but going to shake it off.
When you watch the replay here, he gets hit right away, but he doesn't stop running. There he goes, and he keeps those feet going. Look, he's still driving.
Nice.
He only went sideways, but I mean, it's that's the skill that you want to teach the runners, is that when you make that first contact, you don't go down. You drive your feet, you fight for those extra yards.
Well-coached kid. That's 4 yards right on that opening drive, which in Canadian football, that's everything that you want.
Yeah.
On that first snap, a good 4 yards. 3 more times, you got a first down. Here we go.
Didn't see what that flag was, but it looks like it was declined. So
probably an offside. So. Next drive, pick up a few more yards.
Yeah.
And that was probably Paris Maston, number 28 with the ball. I can't see the full jersey. Yeah. But there's another great drive. So now it sets up a 3rd and about 3. And Chilliwack sitting in not too bad shape on the 53-yard line.
Well, I think Laurie, who's a good coach. He's gone through the system a few times, I think now, and he's recognized that. Yeah. He's overused the sweep right, and now it's time to come up with something else. And he's doing a bit of pounding up the middle. So you got the defense leaning out. Now he's going straight up the gut.
Here's the snap. Number 21, Josh Baird, cuts up the middle.
Oh.
Ooh, stop right at the line of scrimmage, and that's a turnover on downs. I almost thought I saw what he looks like he went right above the jersey there, but no flag on the play. So, but an injured player. And Laurie Smith, if I'm not mistaken, was the last coach to win a provincial championship.
He got him up high over the shoulder,
right?
But he definitely changed his direction. We got number 66 there, Micah Logan, who's just a fierce tackler, big guy. You got to put 2 guys on him every time. And he got a hand free. He's getting blocked here, gets the hand free, and just gets a hold of his shoulder and drags him down.
So I'm wondering if he maybe caught a cleat as he was spinning around. And the trainer's out there. He's got that one leg isn't moving. He's sitting up straight, trying to put a bit of pressure on it looks like maybe an ankle or a knee from what I can see. Here goes Derek Wagner, one of the coaches.
Yeah.
And it's the right leg hopping on it, not putting any pressure on it. And that's number 33. So it wasn't the ball carrier. It's Austin Wagner who got injured on that.
Yeah.
So it must have been a pileup, maybe a twisted knee in the pileup.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you get that many bodies going and flying around out there, that does happen. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Hopefully he comes back quickly.
He'll sit out for 3 plays, rest the injury, and definitely hoping they're coming back. So a 1st and 10, that was a turnover on downs. Abbotsford is on their offensive 54-yard line, so just past midfield. And let's see what they can do with the ball. So the defense is stepping up, 14-6. Abbotsford over Chilliwack Red, second quarter, about 9:49 to go. There's a handoff, 23, cutting out. Goes right, brought down about 4 or 5 yards in.
Very nice tackle. 44, Ashton LaPlante there. Just got low and took his legs out from underneath him.
Nice clean tackle.
Yeah, it was a beaut.
And here's our Pollard equipment replay.
So Pearson gets around the corner there, and he just comes down, and yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
Just stopped him dead in his tracks, but not before he picked up 5 yards. So a great tackle and a great run.
And Pearson's a really good runner. His brother Pierre's on my team, actually.
Okay.
And both of them are phenomenal runners. And once they hit open space, they're gone. The flash.
Here they go. 1 man back. There's the handoff. Oh, bobbled ball. That could be Chilliwack recovery. How are they going to mark it? And it's going the other way. Chilliwack recovers the fumble. So a little bit of a miscue there in the backfield by Abbotsford, and Chilliwack is able to capitalize.
Well, and the fullback and the running back I don't think they're too sure on who was supposed to get the ball there because it wasn't a clean handoff, that's for sure.
And I think, as I was saying, I can't remember if I finished my sentence or not because the play unfolded or the injury came up. But Laurie Smith, if I'm not mistaken, was the last coach for Chilliwack to win a provincial championship, and I think it was 2010 with his Pee Wee team.
I think you're correct.
Yeah, and he stormed all the way. And
yeah.
I was working at local radio then, and that's when I first got introduced to the Chilliwack Giants, doing lots of interviews with him. Very, very nice guy. And he had a really fun season. They did a tournament down in Nebraska. They took him to City Hall to meet council, and the kids got so excited about meeting the mayor that he called the Premier's office, and it was then Premier Gordon Campbell, so they went to Vancouver, and it was a really fun year for him. Kids had a great time. And there's a miscue by Chilliwack.
Actually, I remember that year because the following year I was down at a Seahawks game, and they were down there representing as the provincial champions. Yeah.
Anyway, about a 2-yard loss by Chilliwack there. The good news, of course, they recovered the ball, and it's only a 2nd and 12, so it could have been a lot worse. And it looks like someone's called a timeout here. Chilliwack sort of settling their boys down.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny because I don't typically go to a Seahawks game because I like good football. Minus the 3 or 4 years of them not sucking, but yeah, to be down there and then have one of the teams that plays in our league
right
down there.
That's kind of cool.
I thought that was pretty neat.
And it's amazing, of course, for myself personally, you get so busy in life, you don't get to see a lot of professional football because I'm calling the Chilliwack games and I do the Husker games and all that kind of stuff. But we went to the Lions game against the Red Blacks last weekend.
Oh, right on.
And we're in one of the end zones, of course, and it's amazing watching it when you start, like I help out coaching a little bit, and you start watching the game so differently because the first thing you notice is like the incredible gaps on the O and D line, right? Like they do the snaps and we were looking right down the field and like there's so much space. And then they pump the ball in like these perfect spirals, like 60 yards coming right at you. And you're almost salivating at the thought of. So here they go. Direct snap. Number 21, Joshua Barrett cuts up the middle. And Abby White in the backfield sets up a 3rd and long.
As that sweep right again. I mean, they've, I think that one's been overused. Abby's figured that one out. And they're just swarming to that.
So that sets up a 3rd, and it looks about 16. And here comes the tough part we were talking about with special teams. I don't know if they can punt. So they're 3rd and 15. They have to take it and hoping for a first down, as opposed to just booting the ball down the field.
Well, and you know, this is one of the things I was talking with a couple of the Adams coaches earlier, Ian Parks and Nick Shanks from Abbotsford, is, they're thinking about putting Adam to 4 downs. And then enforcing the punt on the 4th down.
Oh, okay.
Start developing the punter young.
Yeah,
because a lot of teams don't have a punter.
Yeah. And that was handed off to number 21, Joshua Baird. Unfortunately, did not get a first down. So Abbotsford takes over on the offensive, probably about the 45-yard line, I'm going to say. Here, the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 on their own from the offensive 45. That's actually an interesting theory. If you go to 4th down, you have to punt.
Well, and I kind of like it, I mean, I don't know if you'd enforce a punt if you're over the 50-yard line, like if you're down in the defensive zone. But if you're in your own end, a lot of guys don't have a punter, so they're playing, okay, so it's 3rd down, it's 3 and out again, and they got it pinned on the 20, right? You're giving up the ball on your 20-yard line.
Yeah.
And it's tough to get out of there.
Well, and another interesting point is, of course, you'll see quarterbacking coaches or clinics. You'll see snap or center clinics coming up, but they never have a special teams and teaching kids how to kick.
Yeah.
And it's so vital, right? I mean, you just don't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. One of the things that the VCFL is putting on, Shel Sangara's put this together this weekend, is a snapping clinic.
Yeah, that's the center clinic. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Which is probably the most important position on the offense when you think about it, because they control the ball.
Touches the ball every offensive play.
Yeah. And there's a handoff, big number 60 in the backfield, and Chilliwack's defense, their turn to shine. They push them back for a loss of yards.
Well, it's a messy handoff here. If you watch, the quarterback comes back and runs right into the runner. And I think that's number 60, Patrick McIntosh there. He just turns and he runs right back into him, and just can't get past.
So it sets up a 2nd and about 11. Ball sitting at the 46-yard line. There's my bad math again. 6:55 to go in the second. A 14-6 Abbotsford lead over Chilliwack Junior Bantam Red. And here we go.
And the majority of this game is being played right in front of us between the 40s, which it's nice for us, but it's not so much good for the scoreboard.
Number 60. Oh, he's got some room. Look at that. Right through the gaps.
Wow.
And in the end zone. All of a sudden, Abbotsford's offense is just exploding. Another 6 points on the board for the White Falcons.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's number 60, Patrick McIntosh. I mean, he's really come into his own. He's typically played D-line, and he's a punishing tackler, but they've been giving him the ball a bit because of his speed and the training he did in the offseason, and he's really made good with it. I mean, this is just an excellent run here. The pitch to him, and he gets around that corner. Good blocking, but poor tackling right there.
Yeah.
Poor tackling right there. He made a good effort at it, but he's got to get both those arms around him, and yeah.
And he spiked the ball, so I didn't see a flag. Did they throw a flag? He spiked the ball, which, of course, is against the rules.
Yeah. No, there should have been a flag on that.
And there's the kick, and it looks like it is good. Another 2 points. So 22-6, Abbotsford over Chilliwack. Chilliwack opened the scoring on their opening drive to go 6 points ahead. And we've had 3 unanswered touchdowns by the White Falcons from down the highway in Abbotsford.
Well, and it's funny, too. All 3 scores have been from midfield. It hasn't been march, punch it in. It's been broken tackles, good blocking, and just fast runners.
And you see that high tackling at every single level, from Adam right up to the NFL and the CFL. Like it's
I bet you saw a bunch of that at that BC Lions Red Black game.
We saw a bit. I was watching Seahawks game. They're taking on New York Jets. And there's, these guys are 25, 26 years old and playing at the highest level they can possibly imagine through their whole careers. And, one of the wide receivers for the Giants wasn't setting his feet right and slipping on the turf, and guys are reaching too high. And it's just, it's humanity.
Yeah.
Well, coaches do everything they can to get the low tackles, and even to the pro leagues, the guys, in the heat of battle, they just forget.
Let's be honest, with the amount of injuries in the NFL this year, there isn't top-level players.
Yeah.
I mean,
And there's number 16, grabbing the worm burner. Jace Nessel just smothers the ball once again on the 45-yard line. So
he's a smart guy. He just got on top of that ball and let the offense do the work.
He had a great season last year. He was on Pee Wee Blue. And Jace, I think it was the jackhammer Nessel, I called him, was in a lot of the offensive plays and did a lot of great work for Pee Wee Blue last year.
Yeah.
And Laurie Smith did a good move scooping him up in that draft. 1st and 10 on the 46. Same spot Chilliwack had the ball on their last drive. And let's see if they can get their first down and move that ball up the field. 6:26 to go. Lots of time left for them to get back in this game. One more touchdown. That'll put some wind in their sails, undoubtedly.
Well, yeah, we're not even at the half yet. I mean, we still got half of this quarter to go. There's lots of football left to play.
Hand off. There's the reverse. Cuts up the middle.
Yeah.
And they're pushed back, and I'm willing to bet that's number 21, and it is Joshua Baird. Off direct snap from DJ, this Roadrunner Stevens.
And there's number 60, Patrick McIntosh, scoring touchdowns and making tackles.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Chilliwack Giants.
So I'm curious in the second half what we're going to see from Chilliwack in terms of plays. Are they going to mix things up a bit? Because they really enjoy the direct snap. They don't have an official quarterback, so to speak. So it makes it a little bit tough on the passing play.
Yeah, if they don't have a passing game, this is about the only way you can do it, because you got to guess which one of the two is getting the ball, right?
Right. And there's a nice little drive there. Picked up a few yards, sets up a third. I think that was Paris Maston.
And
nope, number 47 got the ball?
No, 28, Paris
Maston.
It's unbelievable. Like, she just drops her shoulders and drives forward. I mean, she's moving that ball 4 yards at a time. And she's not coming to the light side of the field either. I mean, she's got big 66, big 65, Ethan Buchanan and Michael Logan, and she's just running right into them and moving them.
Good, and it keeps the feet moving, just like she was taught, and they got the good Maston. There goes the direct snap, DJ Stevens. Moving to the right side. He's got some room. To split it. Nice tackle. Great run by DJ. And he found an opening, and he wasted no time. And there's that big first down. Takes it to about the 43-yard line that Chilliwack's been looking for.
And watch this. He just plants a foot and turns upfield, has everybody run in one direction. But Folka comes over and just takes his legs out from underneath them.
And saved a touchdown in the process. If you give DJ Stevens 18 inches, he takes an entire field.
Well, and really impressed with Folka there, because he flows to the play like he's supposed to without overcommitting, and he's there for that cut back, and that's what that linebacker is supposed to be doing.
Nice play, and that could hopefully will get the guns going for the Chilliwack Red. There's Paris Maston up the middle. Nice drive there. Probably picked up about 3 or 4 yards at least on that drive. So all of a sudden, Junior Bantam Red, the Giants, are starting to move.
Yeah, and
that's 5 yards. Beautiful run on the opening drive.
Very impressive with the Paris. It blows me away. She's not coming to the light side of the field.
No.
She wants to take on the big boys.
And she's one of the prettiest girls you've ever seen in your life. Just gorgeous long black hair. Takes after her mom. And if you saw her walking down the street, you wouldn't think she was a football player. But hey, I tell you, on this field, man, she is pure grit.
Yeah.
You're good looking, too.
You're a beautiful man, Tim.
Thank you very much. There's a handoff. Here comes the reverse.
Oh,
goes wide. Going wide.
Not a great
idea.
idea.
No, drobbles the ball, recovered by number 16, all the way back on the 52-yard line. Abbotsford's going the other way, and Joshua Baird lying on the field. He wasn't hurt. He's just rather upset that things unfolded the way they did.
Well, he makes the number one mistake. You don't run backwards.
Yeah.
And he runs backwards. He's got that ball on the wrong side. It's unprotected.
And there goes live ball.
16, Joseph Helini here. New to football last year. It's only his second season. But you watch him come with that tackle. He comes in, gets the one arm around, and comes down on the ball arm because it's right there.
Yeah.
And pulls it wide. I mean, you got to get that ball outside. You got to get it high and tight. You can't. You got to protect the ball.
It would have been the perfect opportunity for a stiff arm right there.
Yeah. But he couldn't because the ball's in that arm.
Gotcha.
You know, so but cardinal sin as a running back.
Yeah.
Don't run backwards.
Yeah.
Take the loss of 2 yards, drive forward, get a yard. Don't run backwards.
And it looks like Chilliwack has called a timeout here. Scott Visser coming out to talk to his team. So a 1st and 10, Abbotsford at the 52-yard line or 53-yard line. And it's a real heartbreaker because the Red Giants had a couple of really good drives there. And you can see the more pop in their step, and the energy was coming back, and the enthusiasm's coming back. And unfortunately, a nasty turnover. And the ball's going the other direction with 2:03 to go in the second half.
Yeah. And now you were saying earlier Joshua just came back from an injury too.
So maybe that one hand.
Yeah.
That's that's fair enough.
Yeah, the other hand looks like it's got some tape on it, and I mean, he's got some speed. That was a great tackle by Joseph Helini there to run him down because that's a fast runner. So it's just unfortunate to see.
Yeah. And you know what? Like anybody else in this world, you get into a habit of you pick up a bad habit somewhere, and it's just so hard to shake. No matter what happens,
yeah,
you just get used to doing it, and it just becomes repetition. And you really got to force yourself to break out of it. So
yeah.
But like you said, we broke a finger, and it's it's nothing to shake. Nothing to shrug off. That stings. That hurts. So if it's got a bit of tape on the one hand, maybe he's just not confident holding the ball in that proper hand, right? So
yeah.
Here we go. Pro set. Number 10, the quarterback, Abbotsford. Austin Martin, the man who had a car named after him. Here we go. Here's the snap. Slot backs in motion. He's dropping back, looking to pass. Ball is up, and interception. So Chilliwack gets the ball back. DJ, the Roadrunner Stevens. And that hopefully gets things rolling for the Junior Bantam Reds. And maybe they can get the end zone, and this is probably going to say the final drive of the first half.
I bet you he'd like that one back. I mean, he's thrown into double coverage to number 12 there. Dagmore is a great receiver. He's one of their stars. But over on this side, number 11 was wide open. He hooked up, did a hook, and he was sitting there wide open. I bet you Austin would like that one back.
Well, it looks like whatever Scott Vischer said to his defense, it worked. Because they read the play perfectly, and like you said, they had double coverage on the receiver. And DJ Stevens gets the ball back for his team, and it's 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Direct snap, DJ runs right, cuts in. Does he have some room? He gets to about the 50-yard line, so he picks up the 3 or 4 yards they need on that opening drive. Second and about 6, Chilliwack.
Great block here, too, where he cuts back up the field. If you watch the block that he turns at, he's coming across here, and that, I didn't see the number there, picks up the one player and just drives him backwards to get him up those 3 yards.
Nice. Intuitive Rehab Services replay. Thank you very much for all our sponsors.
Keep drawing on your glass here. I got my pen in my hand, and I'm
you need the
writing plays.
What is it? The chalk, the X's and the O's.
Yeah.
2nd and about 7 on the 50-yard line in the defensive zone for Chilliwack. Here they go. Direct snap. And once again to DJ's running up the middle.
Oh.
And 66 spoils the party. The big man just drags him down.
Yeah, no, he's knew he couldn't get no opening going to the right, so he wanted to come back, but he looked a little indecisive. You watch where he kind of stutters when he's like, okay, I'm gonna go back. No, too late.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hold man beast Micah back for long.
No.
Like, he's very, very good. And I mean, Micah's been a few years in the Falcons, and he started giant teddy bear, biggest kid on the field,
right?
But didn't want to hurt anybody. And now we've kind of got him going. He's very, very tough to stop.
There's DJ with the pass. He's got a man. Oh, just high. So just under a minute to go. It was 3rd and about 7. They opted to pass. Unfortunately, incomplete. And looks like it's a turnover on downs, and Abby's ball on the 50-yard line. A gamble.
For sure. But you got to take some chances, take some shots downfield. I like that one. The receiver pulled up a little bit short. Even the corner, I mean, if that's Madison Shanks there, if she kept going back, she might have gotten an interception on her own here. So he lines up, good throw, but the receiver turned around to look for it and should have just kept running.
Yeah, just a little bit too soon.
Well, the number one crime of overthrown balls in kids football, especially the JV Pee Wee level, is the receiver stops running.
Yeah.
But that was a great throw.
No, it was a nice throw. It's nice to see some passing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Chilliwack in the 4-3. There's a handoff. Number 60 looking for some room. Picks up a good 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Abbotsford, number 60, with taking the handoff. And they're on the offensive 45-yard line.
Yeah, Patrick is very, very impressive these days. He's not a lot of years into football, but he's been with the Falcons for a while. His work ethic is second to none. He works in the off season and getting better. He's part of our Kickstart program.
Okay.
We get out there flipping these big truck tires, and oh yeah, he just gives her. And it's some of the kids show up and they're there because they want to kind of hang out with their friends.
Right.
But he's one of the ones that comes to work, and it's very impressive.
It's tough to teach that to kids too. Handoff, number 23, cuts in. Looks like he got tripped up, but not before he picked up at least 3 yards on that play. So it should set up a 3rd and about 2 or 3 for Abbotsford.
Well, I think he's even closer to that than that. I think it might be.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. You're right.
Yeah. 2 or 3 feet. Yeah.
Good job on Chilliwack to take his feet from underneath him, because it looks like he had a wide open field.
He was gone. I mean, I missed the replay there, but he had turned up and he was in that hole, and someone just got a hold of a shoelace there. And like I said, when the Lawler boys get running, they run like the wind.
Sets up a 4-3 base on the defense. Got their safeties. There's the handoff.
Oh, no,
a little bit of confusion. And did they get the first down?
Oh, yeah. More than enough for the first down. But that's the end of the half, though.
There we go. So an exciting first half. Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Team Amy Matt Macri. We have Abbotsford 22-6 over Chilliwack. Chilliwack opened up the scoring of the initial drive. Abbotsford responding with 3 unanswered touchdowns, and still plenty of football left to go. Both teams clicking. The defenses working hard. See you in about 10 minutes. back. Chilliwack Ford, Friday Night Lights. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri. Halftime, 22-6. Abbotsford White Falcons against the Junior Bantam Red Giants of Chilliwack. And, of course, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have our Tackle Breast Cancer, and our wonderful cheer squad was out there doing stunts for the first time ever in the history of Chilliwack, for the first time in a long time, pardon me, for the Chilliwack cheer squad. And the girls were all dressed up in pink and all excited and dancing away. Just a wonderful routine. Thank you very much for joining us. Second half of Friday Night Lights, Junior Bantam action. And it was an opening drive for Chilliwack. They scored their first touchdown, third down, stormed up the middle right into the end zone. Just a fantastic play. And then the White Falcons of Abbotsford took over on their next drive. They scored, tied the game up, and it's been all Abbotsford ever since. Both defenses have done a pretty good job of 3-and-outs and turnovers and interceptions. But the hot hand has to go to the Abbotsford, and they've just gotten those timely blocks when they've needed them. And their running backs have just gone right into the end zone. And Chilliwack's going to have to sort of shake things up a little bit in the second half to get things rolling. They just need one good play, and they're right back in the game, cut that lead in half, and get them energy back in their step. But the game is not over. They're far from defeated. And Abbotsford's going to have their hands full in the second half if they want to preserve this lead, because there's lots and lots of football left to play. Matt Macri will join me in just a second here. Just grabbing his headset, and we're live. Mr. Macri, how are you, buddy?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Nice break there. Got another hot dog in. Oh, back to the gym on Tuesday. Hell yeah.
Get that cardio machine going.
Well, you know, we're going camping for the long weekend. Right?
You're going camping for Thanksgiving?
I'm going camping for Thanksgiving.
Where are you going? That's a brave man.
Chilliwack Lake.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not warm down there, pal.
No, actually, I got my fleece Captain America onesie out for this one. Yes, it's going to be a cold one. But, you know, I figured we went shopping last night, and when you go camping, you don't really make the best decisions on the food you buy.
Oh, of course not. Camping is all about the junk, man. It's the only time you get to eat it. Chips for breakfast and lots of coffee. Oh, yeah.
Marshmallows. I'm going to turn into a marshmallow by the end of the weekend.
Well, the good news for you guys, of course, it's been raining, so there's no fire ban, so you have a nice roaring fire to keep yourself warm at night. Do you tent or do you have a trailer?
No, actually, we came across a great deal and rented a trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, trailers are expensive. When you look at the monthly payment would be to buy one. Like the lease one is huge, and you're only going to go 3-4 times a year. Well, we got this deal. I think it's under $500, and we got it for the whole weekend, and it's fully stocked and ready to roll. And
okay, well, my advice to you is open up the owner's manual and go right to how to operate the heater. Keep it nice and toasty overnight. That onesie.
Yeah, no.
Bring extra blankets.
I got the fleece onesie. I'm going to be ready to go. And I guess they do a Halloween thing on because their last weekend of the season.
Oh, okay.
Is this weekend. They do a Halloween thing on Saturday night. So
okay.
You know, it's the one time a year I get to actually pretend to be Captain America.
Nice.
So
you're always Captain America to me, pal. Here we go. Looks like Chilliwack will be kicking off to Abbotsford to start the second half. A 22-6 lead. And what do you think Chilliwack has to do? I mean, the obvious thing is defense. But in terms of their offense and getting a ball through past the line of scrimmage, what would you like to see from JB Red tonight?
Well, all 4 plays, like I said, have been big plays. I mean, there's been no marching. It's been a big run by Chilliwack to start the game, and then 3 big runs since. And besides that, they've kind of played between the 40s here. And what Chilliwack needs to do is get a march going. Quit trying to break that big run open and just get a march going. Eat some clock up. Don't give the ball back to Abbotsford. And if they can do that and control the clock, pull back up with even, they got a chance.
Yeah, 4 yards a carry. It's all you need.
You know, and you can never count a team out. It's 22-6 right now, but that's only really 2 scores.
Yeah, it's not much.
And as the Chargers show us week after week, we can.
Oh, we got a live ball. That could be Chilliwack's ball. Bounced off the Abbotsford player. And it looks like they picked it up. So a really lucky break off the bounce to start off the second quarter for the Red Giants.
That's huge. That's huge. And it's good field position. They're in the Abbotsford end. They get the ball. They're at a 49-yard line here. You know, so they get a good march going, eat some time off the clock, put some points on the board.
And it looks like Dawson Wyke, number 2, was the man on that play. It took a funny bounce, and the Abbotsford punt returner just looks like it bounced off his arm. He was expecting to come right at him, and I think it just went a little bit left. And, of course, he just couldn't get on top of it. So a really lucky bounce and break for Chilliwack, and they can hopefully start some sort of drive going here and get themselves right back in this game. From the pistol, direct snap to the running back. There it is. Tries to go up the middle and no can do. Big number 50 stuffing him in the backfield for a loss.
That's Giovanni Folca again. I mean, we've said his name a few times tonight. He just burst through the middle there, not even touched. And you know, I think that was is that Paris that had the ball there?
Number 28, Paris.
Yeah, she couldn't even get going forward. I mean, she's been pushing the boys backwards, but she couldn't even get going forward on that one.
So a second and about 13. Now they're going to run. No, number 50 again. Holy mackerel. He's just getting on fire. Giovanni Folca punching through the O-line and just spoiling the party for Chilliwack.
Well, and they're kind of hiding him. He's moving around out there, but really he's just kind of he's finding a hole. It looks like the O-lines are having to deal with the D-line on either side of him, and he's just flying through.
So it sets up a 3rd and I think 21 for Chilliwack, and they're back in the defensive zone at the 54-yard line. So you're talking about they're going for the big play. They need a big play here if they want to keep this drive alive.
Well, yeah. The ideal was to, get some march going, but they're marching in the wrong direction right now.
And there's the snap to go for the reverse. Number 21 stopped just past the line of scrimmage. So there they go. A turnover on downs at the 55-yard line, and it's Abbotsford's ball once again. And was somebody hurt on that? No. Joshua Baird with the handoff.
Josh Baird, number 21 for Chilliwack,
Yeah.
brought down after
Yeah.
a short gain.
I think the red team's going to the well too often with the same plays here. I think they got to try something different.
Well, they saw a passing play. I think the ball went incomplete to pretty much end up their last drive of the second half. So, I mean, they have some different weapons in their arsenal.
Yeah.
But they're just not being able to capitalize on them.
Yeah. And that's going to be key here because, I mean, the defense have picked up on that, the sweep right and that reverse right thing. The fake pitch, a little bit of a slow handoff, but Dutchin was able to get back up the middle again there.
Picks up about a yard on the play, so it sets up a second and about 9. So not a huge gain by Abbotsford, but a gain nonetheless. But good tackling by the defensive line for the Red Giants.
And one of the Red Giants got through there and got his hands on the back of the quarterback, but I thought he bought the fake. He bought the fake pitch there, and didn't tackle him. That could have been a tackle for a loss.
Here they go, setting up 22-6 at the 55-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield, slot backs ready to go in motion. Quarterback taking it directly from the snap. And there's the handoff. And he breaks left. He cuts back a little bit. He's got some room. Number 21. Is he going to get around? Can he make it to the end zone?
Oh,
one man back. He stopped. Look at that.
He heard the
smothered right about the 20-yard line. Looks like he was brought down about the 16, 17-yard line. We have an injured player on the field, and that's number 21, their big running back. That doesn't bode well. And they're running. Here comes the trainer. She is sprinting across the field.
Yeah, no, he's running upfield, and he sees 21, Joshua Baird, coming, so he pulls up, and he got just demolished here. Like there's a sea of red on him, and as soon as he pulled up, the second tackler was able to grab him. He was going to try and make a move on Joshua Baird, but there was nowhere for him to go at that point.
Now, we called the game, I think it was the Chilliwack Junior Bantam Blue, and on a lot of plays like that you saw in that game, they just ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
And every single time you said, smart move, don't take the hit, just run out of bounds.
Yeah.
But he slammed on the brakes thinking he could cut in, and obviously he didn't see the sea of red behind him that came rushing in. They've rolled him over on his back. He's moving his arms and legs, so maybe just got the wind knocked out of him.
Well, that's the thing there is he goes out of bounds. he's in the next play. Here he's tried to cut back around the one guy, and he didn't see the second guy that was right on his heels as well. That got him up, and then once the pile happened, he's on the bottom.
Here comes the head coach. So everyone's taking a knee. 9:03 to go. Just 3 minutes gone on the clock to start the second half. And that's a tough blow for Abbotsford because he's their top, Hayden Vermeulen, their top running back. He's done the yeoman's share of the work. And looks like he's hurt a leg, his right leg. Putting a little bit of pressure on it, but not much. And that's a good sign. A little bit of pressure is better than no pressure.
Yeah, no, and he was in an awkward position when he made that turn and first got grabbed.
Right.
And then, like I said, it was a dog pile after that. Unfortunate.
So maybe he twisted a knee.
Yeah, and then he was out last week, and it just came back this week, and it's sad to see that first game back and he's getting beaten up again here.
Stopping for a second there. Bet you they're asking, can you put a little pressure on it? And he is. So there's the good news. So he's now walking on both feet, so he's in good shape. Okay, well, hopefully he comes back. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Put a little bit of ice on there.
Yeah.
And here comes the rest of the coaching staff. So a great drive. Ball on the probably, I'm going to say, the 17-yard line. Abbotsford inside the red zone by 3 yards. They just lost their top running back. Now we're going to carry him off the field in the walking chair, so to speak. 9:03 to go, 22-6. Abbotsford poised to blow this game wide open. One more touchdown. That gives them 30 points. And it's going to be tough for Chilliwack to come back. Thank you very much, Chilliwack Ford, Friday Night Lights, Team Amy, Matt Macri, here at Townsend Field on a beautiful, crisp October evening, the Friday of Thanksgiving. Got your turkey all set up, ready to roll?
Oh, we're cooking that in the trailer on Sunday.
Oh, right, because you're camping.
We're camping, yep.
Know what I got into is barbecuing turkeys. You brine it overnight.
I love it.
You put
love it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I have a regular turkey out of the oven now. It's like I can't eat it. It's spoiled. Here we go. Enough turkey talk.
Deep frying them's fun, too.
Oh, I've never had one. Here we go. Pro set, the running backs. Slot backs ready to get in motion. Quarterback taking from the snap. 4-3 defense on. Oh, looks like no flag on the play. Hand off to 77. Pushes up the middle. Gets a few blocks. Probably picked up about 3 or 4 yards on that play. And Abbotsford continues to roll. If you're Abbotsford right now, are you just looking at the clock and figuring out how much time I can eat up?
100%. I'm going to march that ball as slowly as possible towards that end zone, and just eat up as much time as I can. Not give your offense back the ball, and maybe put a couple more points on the board. The unfortunate thing here, 2 more scores and it goes to run time. So unfortunate for the Chilliwack's sake. So they've got to stop them here. They got to get that ball back. We're at second and about 6. So big stop here. Take them down in 3rd down, and then Chilliwack's got to really dominate and hold on to that ball.
Here's the snap. He's dropping back, looking to pass. Ball is up and incomplete. Threw again to double coverage. Had number 11 wide open in the end zone.
Yeah.
And of course, not a lot of time to pump and fake. Had a defender coming right around.
Well, and it's as a quarterback, you're not supposed to stare down your receiver that you're going to throw to.
Right.
The safety was able to pick that up, move over, and put him in double coverage. Whereas, like you said, 11 was open because he had only one man to beat, but number 12 had 2 guys on him. And
it's a tough call, when they don't throw a lot in these younger age groups coming up. So you hit to junior bantam, you're really in a bit of a race to develop a passing game. So you need to be patient. And you know what? My philosophy is just throw the ball. If you get intercepted, who cares? There's another pass. Does he have a man? Jumps up? No, incomplete. So that's a 3 and out. And some good coverage by the cornerbacks and the safeties by Chilliwack, and they've got the ball back.
Watch the replay. See, he's looking where he's going to throw the whole time. Safety comes over top, 3 guys on him. You know, he's got to, in order to be successful as a quarterback, you got to look off the safety, as they say, right? Look left, throw right.
Gotcha. And, you know, good on the Chilliwack defense for reading that, and they're watching the quarterback just like they train every corner, every safety. Keep your eyes on the quarterback.
I don't know if they can get me the replay again, but if you look too, number 11, Lennon Sharp, stops running in the end zone. Thanks, guys. Right? But he stops running in the end zone, and he's behind the defense. The ball's up over his head. He keeps running backwards. That ball is in his arms in the end zone. Keep your feet moving, boys. Keep your feet moving.
Never stop moving. Okay. Well, a good break for Chilliwack, and they've got the ball back on their own 17-yard line. Lots of football left to play, and again, one quick touchdown. They're right back in this. There's DJ Stevens, cuts right, cuts in, and that is very close to a first down. That's a good 6-7-yard carry in the opening drive, exactly what Chilliwack needed.
And the block there, I think it was number 21, Joshua Baird puts that block on. It's going to be in the backfield there, but he gets 80 and just pushes him out of the way.
And look at that. DJ Stevens had big number 56 on him, or 65 on him, and he still got a good yard in there, and the kids just smothered him. That's how strong DJ is.
Yeah.
He looks like a slight kid, but he's just so strong. I've seen him at the skills camps, and he hits like just an absolute rhino. Direct snap. And they go for the reverse. And 21 is back. Look at that. He's flying. Boom. First down. Gets past the 30-yard line. And the red machine is starting to roll.
This is it. You know, this is what they want to do. March, march, march. Eat time. Move up the field. If they can put one in here. And he protected that ball a lot better there. He still had it kind of waving around a little bit, but he had it in the right hand this time, and he tucked it in nice and tight.
And that replay by Tommy Gunn's original barbering.
Hey, they got my hair.
There you go. Yeah. No wonder you're so handsome. And interesting enough, they went for the reverse, but he didn't cut really hard right. He cut in.
Yeah.
You know, so they're obviously, we were talking about, they seem to do the same 3 plays, but now they're starting to mix it up and they're getting the results.
Yeah, you know, doing the same couple of plays is okay, but you got to vary what you do on those plays, right? Defenses are going to pick up what you do, and you're going to have to adjust.
Direct snap to the running back. There's the fake. And they move it up, and that'll be a second, probably by, I'd say, Paris Maston with the carry. Picks up about 4 yards, 5 yards on that drive.
Well,
great drive.
You can't quite see it here, but out on the outside here, you got Joshua Baird talking to his other blocker beside him, and they're picking up their guys, and they're pointing to their guys. So the defense is looking over. They're coming over here because they're, you know.
Right.
And then Paris takes it up the middle.
Yeah.
That's the deception that you need to get that ball moving. 5 yards, now it's 2nd and 5. It's a playable down.
You saw DJ. He actually had me fooled and the camera operator fooled because my eyes were on him as he cut around. Direct snap. There's the reverse, number 21.
Yeah.
And there's the defense again. So Abbotsford defense really steps up when they have to. Now it's a 3rd and long when they should have been flirting with a first down.
Yeah, and you know, and once again, when we see the replay here, you can see Josh bounces back at the first defender, and I hate to harp on it, but you can't do that. So he comes back here, sees the first defender, runs back 3-4 yards before, and then he's stopped there. If you can get around it, I mean, we saw Hayden do it over on this side, but he turned on the guns and got past, right? If you can't bounce around him, you're going to get tackled for a loss.
Well, he did come back, and it looks like Chilliwack's called a timeout. He came back from a broken finger injury.
Yeah.
I think he was favoring it. Did he have to go off with I can't remember if he went off with an injury today.
No, I haven't seen him go off.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if he re-injured something. If he's a bit reluctant just to bear his shoulders down and plow forward right into the defenders to just pick up those few yards that he needs.
Well, he's a fast kid.
He's big.
Yeah, he's big and fast. And I think in most cases he can get around that corner by bouncing back a few yards. And when you start being able to do it, you start to try and do it all the time. And in a situation like this, you got a really, really quick defensive end who's getting upfield and getting on you. You're not going to do it, and you've got to give it up, right? And you know, make it an exception, not the rule. You know what I mean? The rule has to be turn up field and drive your shoulders, with the exception if you know you can beat that out at that end. But I mean, twice now he's been pushed backwards by the end. He's got to realize that ain't going to work.
4:10 to go in the third. Lots of football left to play. Chilliwack only down by a couple of touchdowns. They score one more. They're right back in this game.
Yeah.
And their third and a bit long ball on the 33-yard line, I'd say.
And with Josh, too, Joshua Baird there, he's a smart enough player that he's going to pick up on that because he's been doing this a long time. Yeah. And he's a good football player. And
Chilliwack has an outstanding backfield with Paris. And there's DJ. Here's the pass. He's got a man. Oh, so close. Dawson White, number 2. Wide open. They had him.
And here's the great pass, great route. But if you watch the receiver, he turns inside here.
Yeah.
And well, you didn't see it in the replay there, but he turns inside and then realizes the ball's to his outside where the quarterback wanted to put it.
Right.
So now he's spinning around. And, you know, it's pretty hard to pick up a flying object as you're spinning.
Oh, we got our coffee order coming in. Fantastic. Oh, we got a DQ.
I got coffee and ice cream. Holy smokes. Thanks, guys.
Latte. A frozen latte. Because, you know, it's only about 5 degrees out there. Why not fire up the ice cream?
We're just going the diet's right going right out the window this week, I tell you.
Oh, okay, here we go. Well, Chilliwack, or Abbotsford, pardon me, that was the third down. There's a fake. Oh, to Paris. Had them in the backfield. Number 60, still on his feet. He's turning the corner. Does he get into the end zone? And he does. Breaks 2 tackles for the major with 3:33 to go in the third. And I think Abbotsford is running away with this game.
Well, that was definitely, one of the finishing nails in the coffin there. Breaks the tackle here. And a great job of the tackle. And this guy comes up a little bit too late. I mean, if he'd gone up there just a second earlier, he would have been able to slow him down.
And breaks, I think that was DJ Stevens going at the ankles. Did everything picture perfect, textbook.
Yeah.
But he's still number 60. Patrick McIntosh managed to stay in his feet, and it's 28-6. And here comes the attempt for the 2-point conversion.
And we've seen it on both teams tonight, and I'm very impressed with the way these guys have been taught to keep their feet moving.
Yeah.
Good things happen when you keep your feet moving.
And that extra 2 points is good. A 30-6 lead for Abbotsford over Chilliwack. Chilliwack's got such a great backfield, and they have such good players on defense, but they can't seem to click. It's weird.
Yeah.
They're a good team. They got a lot of really good talent on that team.
And once again, and not a short play. Like that was a long run again. They're up around their own 40-yard line. Patrick breaks the tackle there and just gets turned around and starts heading upfield. Has to run 30 yards to get to the end zone. You know, he just keeps those feet moving there so beautifully.
DJ looked like he was going for the ankles and probably in hopes of just pushing him out of bounds. Just that one little shove, if you can't stop him. But he just, like you said, he did that goose step almost.
Yeah.
And just kept his feet rolling, and then he goes to the end zone. So,
you know what I see here, though, is, and I'm looking at, I know a lot of the players on my side, and I'm looking down the list on your side, and I see a lot of 2004s and
a lot of first-year junior bantams.
These guys both these teams, they come back next year. They're going to be forces to be reckoned with. I mean, it's impressive the skill level that we have here. And neither of these teams are the JV division leaders either.
Yeah.
And but there's a lot of potential on both teams.
Well, Jared Ranborn, Paris Maston, DJ Stevens, they're all-stars. They go to the all-star game. Here's the kick. Stevens, he's got some room. He cuts in, hauled down just past the 50-yard line, about the 52-53. And Chilliwack takes over. I mean, DJ, I saw him take a kid out at the last All-Star game here in Chilliwack.
Yeah.
Opening drive, nailed some kid. Someone went in to tackle him. hit him so hard they took the kid off on a stretcher. Like he's extremely talented. Paris was there. I'm pretty sure Austin Wagner was there. Raiden Maston was playing. So he's got a lot of all-stars on the team. But it's just they seem to be going to the same 3 plays all the time, and it's just really starting to burn them.
Yeah, they, and that's one thing that you got to look at too is you got to mix up. You got to have some more options out there. But the number one thing that I see here is that these guys here that are going to be back next year are going to make an excellent core for this team. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's a nice balance. There are a lot of 2003 kids.
Yeah.
But they've got lots of 2004 too. So he has a good balance between first and second years. And his first years, like I said, 4 or 5 of those guys were all-stars.
Yeah. No, I mean, and you got some excellent players out there. It's going to be a good core.
And there's a handoff in the backfield. Thunders up the middle. I believe that was Paris Maston again. And it picks up that crucial 5 yards on the opening drive. And they seem to do, the first snap, they get those 5 yards, and then they have trouble after the next 2. It seems to be a bit of a trend for Chilliwack right now.
Yeah, they're very successful on first down. Second down's been a bit rough for them tonight.
Let's see what they do here. They seem to be snake bit on second down. They'll make a play, and the Abbotsford defense will just nail them right in the backfield. Let's see if they mix it up. 2 running backs. And right up the middle goes DJ. Off the handoff. Pardon me, that was Paris. Beg your pardon. Maston with the handoff. And she picks up a good 3-4 yards. So here we go. Sets up a 3rd and 2. And that's pretty much what the doctor ordered for Chilliwack.
Yeah, that's exactly where you want it to be right now. Because it's easy to get these last couple of yards. You know what? The Paris up the middle is definitely something I'd go back to again in this scenario. Be interesting to see. Thinking that myself, obviously the defensive coordinators on the Falcon side is going to be thinking the same thing. Right. And hopefully the defensive linemen are going to be gearing up for that.
Here they go. Here's the snap. DJ Stevens 30 cuts right. Yep. He's up the middle. He's on his feet still. Ball's live. And it looks like it's Abbotsford's ball. Just snake bit. He had the first down. He had some room. And he's got strong arms. But someone from Abbotsford just ripped that ball out of his hands, and it's a turnover.
He comes around. He gets that first down. He hits the first little bit of contact and keeps running. And that ball just popped up.
And help me out here. You're a running back. You've got the ball tucked in your strong side. You've got players on either side of you. Do you just tuck it in? Do you risk switching hands? Like, what do you do?
He did everything right there. He had it high, he had it tight, and it didn't even look like the tackler was going for the ball. He was just trying to get his arms around him.
Right.
And it just punched it from underneath and straight up in the air.
It's cold out there, so I mean, how slippery does the ball get?
Yeah. Well, and your hands are cold, your arms are cold. Yeah. Everything that touches you hurts.
Hand off to number 60 in the backfield. And there's some pop in the step. Look at the defense. Paris Maston, who's in the backfield on offense, comes charging through, and that's almost a loss of yards. No, barely a pickup of 1 yard. So the Chilliwack defense was alive on that play and in the backfield right off the snap.
Yeah, no, the defense is definitely firing here, and Paris is having a heck of a game.
Superb.
Yeah, no, she's really showed up to play football today. That's for sure.
She'd be my choice for IHOP player of the game for Chilliwack.
Yeah, no, I'd have to say so too. I mean, DJ's done well, Josh's done well, but Paris has just been a force tonight.
Here's the snap. There's the handoff, number 60. Does he have room? He's got room, and it looks like he's gone. Holy smokes, he found a gap and just exposed it. And he's in the end zone. Fantastic bit of running, number 60. Mr. McIntosh for Chilliwack, Patrick.
Well, and he sees this hole, and the acceleration is awesome. Like, it's perfect. Yeah. He gets the ball. Let's see the replay here. So he gets the ball, right? The fake, going back the other way, and he just accelerates right here and blows through two of the red players. They looked like they had, flat-footed, but he just blew right through them like they weren't even there.
And that's the number one rule. What's nice to see with number 60, and you've said it 100 times, the feet never stop moving. And you see that on both sides. If they've learned anything from their coaches over the years, just keep those feet moving, pump those legs. And 60 McIntosh is just doing it to the extreme.
Yeah, no, he is. He's done really well. And like I was saying with him earlier, very coachable young man, very polite, and when you tell him something, he's listening.
There's the 2-point conversion attempt, no good. Looks like the kick was blocked. So it stops at 36-6, about 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, and that's the end of the third quarter, pardon me. So a 30-point lead for Abbotsford over the junior bantam Red Giants.
And it's a 30-point lead, but the game has been a lot closer than that.
It has been. It's been a difference of a few plays.
Well, seriously, it's been six long runs for Abbotsford and 1 for Chilliwack.
Yeah.
Besides that, the rest of the time it's been,
That was a balloon popping behind us, pardon us.
Woo!
They have a nice little display on. They had balloons everywhere for, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and some of the kids have got their hands on their balloons, and a little monster came up and accidentally popped one up here. No big deal. So that's part of the fun.
Yeah, no, I think this is great what you guys do here. Everybody's out there in pink. Everybody's showing support, raising awareness. I get behind this right away.
Here we go. 77. Kicking off to Chilliwack. DJ Stevens, one of the punt returners. And here he comes. And nope.
Yeah, no.
Nothing's happened.
Yeah, it's 30 points is the mercy rule. Now Chilliwack just takes it on their 45.
Okay.
Clock will continue to run.
Right.
Now.
It'd be kind of weird though that they set up for a kick and suddenly they change their minds at the last second.
Yeah, I think the ref set it up there and then thought, oh wait. Bad math.
Bad math? Yeah, you know what? I can't accuse anybody of bad math because no one's worse at it than I am. So
must be that Common Core math. I don't know.
That grade school math back in Montreal.
Yeah.
We're learning about hot dogs and poutine. We should have been doing 2 by 2, 2 times 2. Here we go. So Chilliwack takes it on their own 45. A little miscue by the refereeing contingent. No big deal. Clock hadn't started running yet, so we're all good. Here comes Chilliwack. Let's see if they can get some points on the board, get the game a little bit closer. And there's the snap. And it looks like Paris Maston thundering up the middle. Wow, talk about keeping your feet moving. Picked up at least 5 yards on that play. I thought she was only going to get about 2 or 3.
Oh, she was driving, that's for sure.
That's a 6-yard gain for Chilliwack off that opening drive. And they haven't had a problem off the opening drive. We said it before. It's the second and third drive where they seem to run into trouble and just get snake bit, like just bad luck.
Yeah.
The last one was just a turnover. DJ did everything right, and the ball just popped right out of his hands.
Well, and it's funny because I said, I'd give the ball to Paris, right?
Right.
And they thought they'd mix it up, and I was like, oh, look at that. DJ got a first down, good call, and then the ball pops out, and and
just rotten luck.
Yeah, that's it. Is the ball bounces sometimes.
There's the reverse number 21, pushing forward, and there's the ball live again, and Abbotsford recovers. Look at that. Second down, bad luck, Chilliwack. There you go.
We talked about Joshua and the running backwards when he sees that first blocker. He didn't. He stepped up and he ran upfield and there goes the ball.
Just cursed. They got the butterfingers all of a sudden. They had such a great start to the game. They were so solid. They were so tight.
Their defense has been playing phenomenal.
They have been. It has been. Yeah.
And not being able to stop Patrick McIntosh. Understandable. I mean, the guy's running hard. He's a big boy, and he's running very well. But I mean, the defense besides that's been really good. It's been 6 big runs. Besides that,
yeah, it's an even Steven game.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've got a couple turnovers themselves. Interception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of potential in this red team. It's going to be interesting to watch them next year.
They're a great team. They have some great players.
We're doing our Friday night dates again next year, right?
Oh, we are.
Oh,
I got them penciled in.
Excellent, excellent.
Little red hearts next to your name. There's a handoff. And there's the defense. Paris, who's my choice for IHOP player of the game, stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage, sets up a 2nd and 10 at about the 50, well, maybe gained a yard.
Yeah.
But that's at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, no, Paris has just been on fire tonight. And I'm very, very impressed with how she's playing. Patrick McIntosh on the Abbotsford side of the ball has been phenomenal as well. 2
real standouts for both sides here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get Mr. Volka on the defense. He's been really good as well, too.
4-3 base on defense. There's a handoff in the backfield to 77. He cuts around. Can Chilliwack get a hand on him? They do. Sets up a 3rd, probably in about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that was Brad Dutchin. He's a lineman turned fullback who's actually done really well with his running so far this year. He doesn't have the blazing speed, but man, does he make good moves and drops those shoulders and pushes forward. Oh, we got a guy down. You hate seeing this in a game. That's
this late in the game. So if players are taking a knee. They got a substitute player coming on. Here come the trainers. Didn't really see what happened. It looks like one of the linemen maybe got bounced just kind of hard.
Yeah. And I mean, and that happens in that kind of play right there too, right? He's trying to get in and blockers are blocking and everybody's moving.
8:40 to go in the 4th. Clock running, 36-6. Abbotsford over Chilliwack. It's been an entertaining game nonetheless. And our player is sitting up straight, so hopefully he's not too wounded. And he's getting up at his own volition. He's going to walk off on their own. Fantastic. All right, there's a warrior. Tough kids. Take a real beating and just keep coming back.
Yeah. And like I said, it's cold out there. You know, every time you get that bare skin out and it gets hit in that cold, it hurts.
Stings.
Yeah. Yeah. You say what you want about your plywood tower, but I mean, at least it's not cold.
That's the nice thing about calling games. You're not in the wind and the rain and the cold. It's nice and cozy up here. You get your coffee going.
My coffee stays warm.
You can't have, you're doing sticks. You're right on the action, but you know, you got to bundle up. There's no coffee on the field. We got it made up here, my friend. Okay, here we go. 3rd and about 5 for Abbotsford. Here's the handoff, or pardon me, here's the snap. Same formation, drops back, looks like a bit of a reverse. Number 80, he's cutting to the outside and brought down for just enough for a 1st down. So a little mix-up play there. Abbotsford mixing it up. They have a different player on the field. Trent Cote, pardon me, what am I saying? Shane Folstone for Abbotsford, taking the handoff. We haven't seen much of him so far in the game.
No, and I'm noticing a lot of numbers not out there right now. Like, I don't see number 60 out there. 21's been off since the last time he went down on the field here. I hope he's okay. I think that's him sitting over on the bench. You know, but you're seeing some different players out there, which I really like about the Abbotsford coaches. They realize the game's in hand. You know, time to go.
Yeah, sit some of your starters. Get some of your second stringers a chance to play and let Chilliwack maybe get back into the game a little bit.
We're talking about the warmth of the tower here, and I just want to point out the guy with the down marker is wearing shorts. And I, sir, applaud you. There is never a good time for pants. Wear shorts.
From the man, Mr. Macri, wearing shorts, sitting next to me here.
Yeah.
And off number 77, Abbotsford, Brad Duchin, picks up a few yards. So it's a 2nd and 3rd just above the 30-yard line. I'm going to say the 31-yard line.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. There you go.
Yeah.
7:10 to go on the clock. Time running, a 36-6 Abbotsford lead.
Well, we got the cheerleaders back there. Hey, they're going strong, too, especially in this cold.
They've got hoodies on. They're smart. They're dressed warmly. Dropping back. Looks like we got a passing play. Double coverage. Almost picked off.
A little like pachinko ball going around out there.
Almost picked pachinko. I'll tell you, I'm online, or what was I watching? Tim and Sid, and they show the plays of the week.
Yeah.
And there's a high school player from Florida made
Oh,
that
I saw
sick
that.
catch
Yeah.
where he juggles the ball about 14 times. He's on his knees at one point, then runs it in.
It gets up as he's juggling the ball.
And then runs it in. So I go on our Facebook. I find it on YouTube, and I put it on our Facebook page, and I make an offer. The first Giant to make a juggling crazy reception like that for a touchdown gets $100 cash. I'll pay it out of my pocket.
Well, I actually saw a really good one today. The Abbotsford Panthers, Scabby Senior quarterback threw a rocket. It hit the defender's helmet, bounced up in the air, and the slot back one-handed it and took it for a touchdown.
No way. Hand off to number 23. Flag on the play. I'm guessing it's offside. It came right at the snap, and they didn't blow the whistle. So 23 with the handoff. Pearson Lawler probably picked up a few yards there, but I think that was third down, so it's going to be Chilliwack ball.
Yeah.
And offside.
Oh.
And they take the penalty, so that's a Abbotsford first down.
Not quite. It'll be they'll still be third down.
Oh, they'll be third down. Okay.
Yeah, they'll be third and about a yard.
From the Chilliwack Giants, it's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down. Going to be 3rd and 2 for Abbotsford.
So 3rd and 2 for Abbotsford, and I'm thinking they're just inside the red zone here. No, the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
But getting close.
No, 26.
26?
Yeah.
I can't see the down marker from here. Pardon me.
Is that new math again?
That new math, that horrible functions, fractions, what are those things called? Here we go. From the snap. There's the hand. No, the quarterback keeps the ball himself, rolls right. Caught about the line of scrimmage, so I don't think Abbotsford got their first. No, they did.
Oh, yeah, they got enough there.
Just got enough.
But Abbotsford picking up a first down on the play.
Oh.
They're keeping the drive alive. 1st and 10 for the Abbotsford Falcons.
I just got my pool tickets for the NFL here. I haven't won anything yet. No one's called me with $300, so.
Well, let's see how you're doing this week so far. If you don't have the Chargers, you're not winning.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
Chicago, New York Giants, and Pittsburgh. I wouldn't bank on that one either. This one's a good one. Carolina, Dallas, Minnesota.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a couple of high-scoring teams right there.
Here we be. Abbotsford's offense, they've set up in that pro set every single snap. Oh, live ball at the line of scrimmage. Does Chilliwack get the ball back? It looks like they may, and they did.
Yes, they do.
Nice. 4 minutes to go in the 4th. Down by 30 points. Your catch-up break. Can't complain.
I didn't even have to see it happen. I could just tell by our scorekeeper's reaction that they got the ball back there. She was pretty excited.
Nice. Nice. Well, let's hope Chilliwack can bust it out here and put a couple more, just 6 more points on the board at the very least, and just finish the game on a high note. Because they played a good game. The score doesn't reflect it. They've been in the game. They've been competitive, but just bad breaks.
Well, reiterate the long runs. Breakdown in defense on one play can really hurt you. Really hurt you. Besides that, I've seen a lot of positives for this team to build on. And they're going to look good. They're going to look good going forward. And the coaching staff, too. I mean,
there's a pass. Does he have a man? Oh.
Once again, I mean, this is something, number 2, Dawson Waite again. He turns inside, and the ball's coming to his outside. So, I mean, that's just a thing you start to learn with time, to where you got to be. Because once you start spinning in a circle, it's hard to pick up things flying at you.
Well, and also, there's a lot of handoffs in this league, and they don't practice a lot of passing. So it's tough for the wide receivers or even the slot backs to get in that cadence with the quarterback and sort of understand, know where the ball is going to be before it even leaves his hand, sort of know what each other's thinking. And you see that with a lot of teams. They just don't work the pass enough.
No.
So you just don't get that sort of mind reading going on. And there's the handoff. Is that Hilton up there, Maston up the middle?
Yep.
I believe it is. So they pick up some big yardage on second down, pardon me. And they still have a good 5-6 yards to go.
Let's see the replay on this one here. Oh, Tommy Guns.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so she gets the ball, and she gets her hand out right on the back of the center and gets him pushing forward for her. Great job. She sees the field so well.
And right up the middle. I know what I like to see after that play. You see that a lot in this league is opponents patting each other on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's one of the things I do really like about being out here in the Valley in VCFL is that we do the Star Bowls. We do, we're a football community.
And there's DJ Stevens rolling right. And did he get enough for first down? No, and they're calling the game. Well, about $1:23 on our clock. So that's the football game. So an actually pretty good game, really entertaining. A 36-6 Abbotsford win over Chilliwack. Chilliwack was in it the whole game. They never gave up. They had some bad breaks. And like you said, it was about 5 or 6 drives for Abbotsford to the 2 or 3 drives for Chilliwack. Yeah,
no, and I think Abbotsford definitely used their size on the defense to their advantage here. But Chilliwack showed so much. You see so much what's going to be in their future next year or today, and I think that's going to be great for them.
I mean, I look down that roster. I see at least 3 different all-stars, and they're all first-year players. So just get that 1 year of junior bantam under your belt and sort of get used to it, and the confidence just goes through the ceiling. And they come charging back next year. Yep. Okay, well, that's it for Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri, another fantastic weekend calling football.
Happy to be here, Tim. Now I'm going to go climb a mountain. I'll see you next Friday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Who do we got next Friday?
We have, it is the Battle of Chilliwack. It is Chilliwack Red Pee-wee against Pee-wee White. So my son's team taking on the other Chilliwack White team.
Excellent. No, that should be good.
It should be a great game. Red on white.
I think we got Chilliwack White tomorrow out in Abbotsford.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that we got them tomorrow. So I think I'll do a little pre-scouting for you. I'll know what we're looking at next week.
Beautiful. Okay.
See you next Friday.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right, everybody, a big thanks for coming out for Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights football. How about a big hand for both teams tonight? A hard-fought game. All right, I've talked to the coaches here who selected the players of the game from the opposing teams. And starting out with the Abbotsford Falcons, the Chilliwack coaches have picked out player number 63. And come on up. Congratulations. What's your name?
My name's Hayden.
All right, Hayden, what position do you play?
I play center.
Plays center. It was a great game out there. Congratulations on being named the International House of Pancakes Player of the Game. And here's your coupon for a free meal. And the coaches for Abbotsford have selected as the player of the game from Chilliwack Giants, number 30, DJ Stevens. Hey, DJ, congratulations. What position have you played?
Running back / quarterback.
Running back and quarterback. A great game once again. It's not the first time that we've met here. Once again, take that coupon for your free meal from International House of Pancakes, and congratulations once again. A big hand, everybody. And thanks for both teams, and thanks a lot for coming out and supporting not only Friday Night Lights, but also helping to bring awareness to the BC Cancer Society, breast cancer in general. Thanks. A last big hand for both teams, and thanks for coming out.